In the vast expanses of Mars, in one of its most mysterious regions, a NASA research rover discovered something that caused a stir in scientific circle subjects resembling a human skull. This discovery became a real sensation and sparked numerous questions. How could something like this be possible on the Red Planet? Scientists around the world are actively discussing this discovery, and mission control centers are buzzing with excitement. After all, Mars has always been famous for its mysteries, leaving room for speculation and theories. And these new images, which have made the internet even more abuzz, are attracting the attention not only of scientists, but also of space enthusiasts. Now, as we stand on the threshold of unraveling a new cosmic mystery, only time will tell just how deep this rabbit hole goes. But how exactly did NASA manage to obtain these unique images? What details become clear when we examine the tiniest pixels of these pictures? The answers to these questions open the next, no less intriguing, chapter of our cosmic story. The images sent by the rover turned out to be a real gift for scientists and researchers around the world. Each frame is a piece of the mosaic of the great mystery that shrouds the Red Planet. Magnified down to the finest details, these images allowed scientists to examine the object that has sparked such heated debate in scientific circles. In every image, each pixel could contain a genuine scientific discovery. Professors and interns alike stared at their monitor screens, examining the supposed human skull from different angles. Complex algorithms made it possible to view the object in higher resolution, highlighting small details that could shed light on the nature of this discovery. Every angle, every shadow was analyzed to rule out possible errors and misinterpretations. It was already clear that the object was something mysterious and ambiguous. But is there enough evidence to draw a confident conclusion? Or could this artifact simply be a play of light and shadow, a type of ordinary stone, or a Martian rock formation? These are precisely the questions lingering in the minds of many as they await the next clue that might bring even greater understanding of this second planet from the Sun. And with that in mind, we turn to the opinions of leading scientists and experts to finally set the record straight. A lively debate broke out among scientists when the image of the alleged skull became available for public viewing. Some of the most respected astrophysicists and geologists expressed doubts about the plausibility of this discovery, citing the many well-known optical illusions that Mars has already presented to researchers in the past. However, some members of the scientific community, free from bias, state that no theory should be dismissed without thorough consideration. They argue that we are obliged to take into account all possible outcomes, including the most improbable ones. Many experts have pointed out the unique soil compositions and conditions on Mars, which could have led to the formation of such objects, but certainly not of human origin. Meanwhile, other possible causes are being discussed, including unknown processes of erosion or wind pressure that create illusions resembling the shapes of human skulls. Each scientist tries to defend their own opinion, presenting data and criteria that seem most convincing. Over time, the discussions become more heated, opening up new horizons for the age-old desire to unravel the mysteries of space. The clash of opinions gives rise to new ideas and hypotheses about what else the Red Planet may be hiding. But as the debates continue, the number of questions does not decrease. Instead, they only multiply, and each one seeks an answer. Perhaps it is the historical context of Mars research that can shed light on what is happening and bring clarity to the intensifying scientific debate. The exploration of Mars has been a source of inspiration and excitement for humanity for decades. Starting from the earliest observations by astronomers, when Mars appeared as nothing more than a small red dot in the sky, to today's ambitious missions to study it. Each new milestone in the exploration of this planet has brought astonishing discoveries and raised even more questions about its past and present. The advancement of technology first made it possible to send satellites into orbit, and later rovers to study the surface and atmosphere of Mars in detail. Each mission launch was accompanied by the hope of finding even the slightest signs of life or water, which could indicate the possible existence of past or present biological activity on the Red Planet. These studies are important not only for understanding Mars, but also for unraveling broader cosmic mysteries about how widespread life is in our galaxy. With each step, scientists overcame new barriers and uncovered more and more Martian secrets. It is in this context that the current discovery, which allegedly resembles a skull, takes on special significance. It could serve as a catalyst for even deeper analysis and perhaps become a starting point for rethinking our ideas about life beyond Earth. But before that happens, we still have to unravel many mysteries left to us by the Red Planet itself and learn more about the mysterious processes taking place there. Mars has always been shrouded in mysteries and enigmas that continue to puzzle scientists. For example, the strange debris that occasionally appears in images of the surface raises many questions among researchers about their origin. Where did they come from? Perhaps they are traces of ancient processes that took place on the planet in the distant past. Another anomaly that leaves scientists anything but indifferent is the Martian channels and dark lines that sometimes appear after seasonal changes. These formations suggest the possibility of ancient rivers that may have once flowed across the surface, indicating the presence of liquid water in the distant past. However, definitive evidence has yet to be found. But perhaps the most mysterious of all mysteries is the possibility of life. Every mineral discovered, every strange formation fills scientists' minds with thoughts about the possibility of biological organisms existing in the harsh Martian environment. As we delve deeper into these questions and uncover new data, even more discoveries may await us. And with every step toward the next surprise, one thing becomes clear: Mars will continue to amaze us. How often do we see what we want to see? Especially when it comes to the mysterious red planet? But what if the mysterious skull discovered in the Martian sands is actually just a play of light and shadow? Mars, with its dust storms and relentless sunlight, has many factors capable of creating unusual optical phenomena. Not so long ago, stories about mysterious faces on Mars were used to capture people's imagination. These illusions often arise from the complex interplay between the shape of the landscape, its lighting, and the angle of the shot. Perhaps this supposed skull is just such a phenomenon, where everything aligned in a way that could mislead even the most experienced researchers. And yet, even if this skull is nothing more than an illusion, such discoveries once again raise exciting questions about our desire to find signs of life on other planets. The confusion between reality and illusion connects us to deeper questions in space exploration. And perhaps it is precisely such phenomena that may one day enlighten us with astonishing discoveries. And while scientists search for clear answers, some believe that the solution to this mystery may be linked to more mystical theories, which keep many skeptics awake at night. For many years, theories about ancient civilizations on Mars have fueled the interest of scientists and enthusiasts alike. Imagine ancient Mars alive, flourishing with numerous civilizations. These civilizations might be the ones who left traces on the planet's surface, traces we can only speculate about. Some believe that these traces exist in the form of debris that we mistake for natural formations. Inspired by Vatican maps and tales of Atlantis, researchers are convinced that advanced civilizations once existed on Mars and may have used sophisticated technologies. These assumptions give rise to fascinating stories about Martians who might have traveled across the galaxy, including to Earth, and even made contact with ancient humans. Is it possible that this connection is reflected in our culture and architecture? However, skepticism is inevitable, as every argument has strong opponents who staunchly defend their scientific realism. And while skeptics present reasonable counterarguments, dreamers continue to weave stories about what secrets the red planet might be hiding. The mysteries of Mars may be waiting for us at every turn, though none of them come without challenges to scientific perception. But how are these theories connected to the concept of human colonies in space? And what other surprises does Mars have in store for us? The idea that humans might have lived on Mars in ancient times inspires both excitement and skepticism. Imagine ancient civilizations possessing the knowledge and technology to master another planet. In recent decades, this idea has not only fired the imagination of science fiction writers, but has also become the subject of scientific debate. Some theorists suggest that a collision or a massive cataclysm on Earth could have forced early humans to seek refuge on Mars, basing this on possible traces of human activity found among Martian landscapes. After all, sources of documentary artifacts from the most ancient cultures on Earth sometimes contain sets of symbols and signs which, according to researchers, may point to their extraterrestrial origin. But can we seriously consider this as evidence of humans having lived on Mars? Skeptics argue that such theories are based only on speculation and inaccuracies in data interpretation. However, each new discovery on the red planet could change our understanding of ancient interplanetary migration. No matter how astonishing this hypothesis may sound, it opens up intriguing prospects for further research and could shed light on our cosmic future. What technologies would help such settlements survive in the harsh conditions of Mars? Moving on to the discussion of modern technologies that are advancing our journey into an interplanetary future, we are finding more and more analogies and opportunities. Preparing and organizing missions to Mars requires scientists and engineers to develop cutting-edge technologies that would make the exploration of the red planet not just possible, but successful. One of the key technologies has been the development of Mars rovers, each wheel of which is capable of maneuvering in the challenging terrain of Mars in order to collect valuable information and transmit it back to Earth. Innovative cameras installed on the Mars rovers play a crucial role in obtaining clear images of the surface, while built-in analytical tools help identify various minerals and components of Martian soil. Another important aspect is interplanetary communication. Establishing a stable data transmission channel between Earth and Mars is a key element of a successful mission. Thanks to satellites orbiting Mars, data is transmitted to Earth with minimal loss and delay. This allows scientists to analyze all the received information in a timely manner. The contribution of artificial intelligence technologies should also be noted. Algorithms assist in the initial processing of data, among which those very unique discoveries that spark so much buzz and discussion may be hidden. But these achievements are only the beginning. In the next section, we will discuss what innovations are expected in the future and how they might change our understanding of the neighboring planet. Will we ever be able to embark on a journey to Mars to explore it firsthand? The answer lies in the next step on the path to space discoveries. The future of Mars exploration captures the imagination of scientists and engineers around the world. In the coming decades, missions are planned that could change our perspective on this mysterious planet. One such mission is the project to send humans to Mars, which may become the most ambitious research endeavor of the 21st century. The challenges associated with this task are enormous, from developing safe life support systems to ensuring the successful delivery and return of the crew. In addition, missions are being planned for a more detailed study of Mars's geology and atmosphere, which could lead to revolutionary discoveries about its history and its potential to support life. In this context, drilling deep beneath the surface is of particular importance, as it may provide information about the possible presence of underground water sources, or even life. Another important goal of future missions is the construction of long-term bases which will serve as platforms for further space exploration. Such bases will make it possible to conduct extensive on-site research and test technologies for autonomous living on another planet. Time will tell what amazing results these ambitious projects will yield. One thing is clear: Mars will continue to be at the center of attention, inspiring us to ever greater achievements. What awaits us beyond the horizon? Only the future knows the answer. But a new era of space exploration is opening up before us, full of incredible discoveries.